Yes, now here we are. This is Saturday. Everybody is gathering. You can see Lama over here in the corner holding forth. This was the first time we had a meal in our house. The gas was not hooked up the day before. So we were really panicking, wondering how is this going to work? And ta-da, the gas got hooked up and we all were able to comfortably eat. Then the other gatherings, it was so interesting. Liamara, very dear woman who teaches in the far south of Brazil, she has her own school, and she had her children make these prayer flags for us. And so on Saturday, while Lama was running his, no, on Sunday, after Lama left, then we put up all these prayer flags everywhere. It was just fantastic. Okay, what else? So there's Leah on the left. And the other very special thing that occurred pre-Monlam practices was Claire. Claire from New Zealand, Napier, and Leah from Porto Alegre, south of Brazil. One of the very special things about the Monlam practice and the practices that we do with Tara and the dance, it's that we've forged these friendships, these really beautiful, beautiful friendships. And you really understand how important Sangha is, how important the community of practitioners as we support each other when we dance together, when we dream together, when we chant mantra together. It creates a bond that is infinitely precious, infinitely precious. So here's Claire showing us the gift that she brought. This couple, now they're going to be in here somewhere. There they are, the tsatsa makers. Tsatsa is a very beautiful Tibetan ritual where sacred objects, sacred powders are ground up, sometimes the bodies of, ashes from great beings, sometimes ashes that you want to preserve in a special way. And you create these beautiful images. So this couple got really into making these images and decided to send them to us with Claire. So here, that was another thing, a pre-Monlam event. And here we see Vajrayogini in the common phrase, the common pose that you all enjoy. Yeah, just amazing. So what the interesting thing was, and this is Kurukule. Now, some people thought that Vajrayogini was Kurukule. She's not. She doesn't have a bow and arrow. Now, these were tsatsas that Lama Sonam brought for us. So when we put together the Tara tsatsas that Claire brought us and the tsatsas that Lama Sonam brought us, we had just enough to give every single person a tsatsas. So at the end of our Monlam, we had people walking around doing kora around the temple, chanting mantra to charge the tsatsas, leaving them overnight and then taking them home. So that was just so precious. That was just planned and wonderful. The other thing that happened, the pre-Monlam activity, was the making of the tsok bags, because Rinpoche said he wanted beautiful bags of tsoks, one for everybody with all kinds of treats in them. And so the Taras stepped right up, busy, busy, busy. Another wonderful Tara is our dear Vesta. She took over the bookstore. And this was a huge job. This was really because Brazilians love to shop. In fact, everybody loves to shop. And so dear Vesta was very, very busy most of the time. And here is our dear Chakita with Sherry. Chakita she's what it makes it possible for me and I to live here. She is our housekeeper par excellence. She does everything. She makes sure that everything is working properly. And because she's a longtime resident of this area, whenever we need anything, we go to her first. She knows where it is and how to get it. So another precious, precious jewel and gift for us all. Most of our friends were staying at this posada. How do you say it? Piripain, Piripain, Piripain. It was brand new, and Miri went all over the neighborhood interviewing everybody to see where we could put our wonderful Tara dancers. And the owners there, they were so kind and so sweet. And the pool was so delicious, they have reported. So thank goodness, because according to the locals, it has never, ever been as hot as it was during that week of the Monlam. The whole month, they've never seen anything like it. So unfortunately, climate change has definitely gotten to this area. However, the rains have started. The rains have started. So we're absolutely juiced to have the air. The air is cool. The grass is green. I'll show you some pictures at the end of this event here. And yes, everybody was having a very good time. So happy. In fact, one of the good times was the pre-gang went shopping. And you can see they're on a street there, one of the cobblestone streets. And my goodness, they made all kinds of deals. They were happy, happy girls. And this was our cook. Her name, Miri? Lira. Lira took it on, our brand new kitchen, which we barely knew where anything was. She made it work. She made it work, and she fed 45 to 50 people twice a day. It was miraculous, truly miraculous. So we start now the morning of the Monlam. We have a number of rituals that we're about to engage. And so it was my job to make sure that everyone was properly oriented. The Monlam text that we used is based on a practice that's very common amongst the Karmakagyus. And the practice of Tibetan Buddhism is methodical. You've heard me say that many times, that we start somewhere, we travel on a journey, and we arrive at a destination. And while we are journeying, our body-mind is being provoked. And that is the purpose of the practice, to reorient us so that we can look deeper and deeper into consciousness, so we can reveal the essential nature of our awareness. So we start always with basic preliminary practices. And what I've done is bless our dear Amber. She sent me some videos, and I thought we could all dance along with the videos. So now if I'm lucky, I'm going to be able to find it. First, I have to come out of sharing. Okay. Then I have to come back into sharing and go here. Okay. And go here and try this. So I want to invite you all to dance with us. Miri and I are going to stand up and dance, and I invite you to stand up and dance as well. I am here. I am here to from action into the view isn't playing.
Estou aqui, I am here. I am here. I am my loving compassion into I am here. I am here. Yeah. It's you.
Keep rocking to Shantideva. Continue balançando e vamos fazer Shantideva.
The video is not playing, Prema. The video is not playing. Can you hear me?
Yes,
But
I hear you.
I could play it for you if you allow me to share the screen. I could play it. We could hear it, but not well, and the video didn't play.
Okay, well,
But I can play.
can you scroll to Shantideva?
I have two Shantidevas, so let me just pull up the first one, and if
Wait a
I can share
second.
the screen,
Okay. So while we're trying to sort this out, I just stopped my screen sharing.
Yeah.
And I'll see, okay. So first of all, I want to explain the reason I chose this particular version of motivation and Shantideva. We always start by affirming why we are doing these practices and why we're coming together. What's the purpose of all of this? So, of course, it's to manifest awakened mind, the wisdom that rests within, the radiance of loving compassion, and to be skillful as we engage in the world. You'll notice, or does this mean that you couldn't see anything, Amber?
right, we could see your screen, which was like a still of like the video, which you had to click, but we could see you dancing and we could hear the audio, but not well. It was kind of a mishmash, I would say, but not see the video.
A mishmash. Okay. So, but the photographs you could see clearly.
Yes, the photographs were perfect.
Okay, but you couldn't see the video well.
Well, we couldn't see it because it wasn't playing. It was like you almost played the video, or it just, I don't know. Something
Okay, well,
maybe you didn't.
playing it, but that's okay. So if you could cue up the Shantideva section while I explain. At the end of Rinpoche's visit, he came Wednesday. There I am. It's a miracle. This is the first I'm actually seeing myself on the screen. At any rate, he came Wednesday to consecrate the temple. Thursday, he was to give, which he did, refuge, the empowerment of the 21 Taras, which actually got condensed down into just green Tara. And he also wanted to do it so. And he was very interested in the dances. In fact, most of the time he was recording us. He recorded everything that we offered him. And his translator, I gave him the texts, and his translator was actually translating. It's the first time, it's an aspiration I've always had, that the lamas who don't understand English would understand what exactly we were doing. And so this translator translated it all. It was really wonderful. They were very excited about what we were doing. They were very excited about the prayers and the way the prayers were presented. So at the end, we danced for them. Let's see, we danced Wednesday night. And then Thursday, we danced as part of the soak offering. But he was leaving, they were leaving Friday morning. And I said, you know, I don't want to torture you with more dancing, but, you know, we have a program that we have to maintain in order to accomplish the Monlam practice, the 4 mandala offerings of Chögyalingpa. And he said, oh, I want to come. So I said, okay, you want to come. But do you want to sit on your throne or would you like to sit in a comfortable chair? Oh, he wanted to sit on a chair. So then I said, well, okay, we're going to put you in the middle because this is going to be different. This is not performance dance. We're going to do all of our preliminary dances. And so we did. So that was, if you could have seen that, of course, now, if I understand correctly, Amber's going to be able to show Shantideva. So that's why he's in the middle, because they wanted to see everything. And then he recorded everything. And in the meantime, his translator sitting next to him translated it all. So he actually knew what we were doing. Afterwards, he said some beautiful things about our practice. But anyway, okay, let's see, Amber. Are you ready? Thank you, thank you, thank you, Amber. You saved us. So let's see if I can. Yeah, and there I am again. Wonderful. Uh, Technology. When it works, it's really marvelous. And when it doesn't, it's really frustrating. So the Monlam, we prepared. We did all of our preparatory practices Monday, Tuesday, and then Wednesday, it was the big arrival. Now, those of you who were at the Monlam, you know that I illustrated different sections of practice with dances that we already know. So we started with the invocation, homage to the rare and precious. This is the invocation that we do on the dance to the qualities. Then we did the 7 purifications. Also, we do that with the dance of the qualities. It is such a joy to have live music because Ricardo is so generous and so gracious. All I have to do is tell him what I need and he figures it out. Once we have done that, then we engage in a specific part of the practice, which is the invocation of our protector. And we start by engaging. Now, this is the practice of Dukar. This is the dance of Dukar, but I don't think we're going to do that tonight. That's right. It's night for us, dark out. For you guys, it's still daytime, most of you. At any rate, we invoked Dukar and we did the dance of Dukar, the 1,000-armed white Tara, the umbrella goddess, asking for her protection. It's part of the ritual. And the mantra that engages the protector, we worked with. And then the second mantra that opens the mind to infinite emptiness, spaciousness, essence, we engaged. And then to illustrate that, we did the dance of calling Tara from the heart. This was recorded music, so we're not going to do that tonight. But it was really quite, it was the piece that moved Rinpoche the most, actually, when we danced for him Friday morning. And it's such a powerful, powerful piece. It brings all of the dimensions of consciousness present for us. And then we start with the offerings. Now, the 4 mandala offerings is a perfect Monlam practice because it's all about accumulation. We make offerings, we make the 7 precious offerings, Argham, Bhadyam, water, drinking water, bathing water, flowers, etc., etc. We do that at least 4 times. And then we do the actual praises. We do the actual praises 12 times, which is such a joy. And I'm so sorry that my body is not strong enough to do it myself, because it's one of the things that has always engaged me in our dances, is that usually it takes so much time putting the dance together that by the time we get there, we get dressed in our beautiful costumes, we dance, and then that's it. So for those of us who've been doing this for a lot of years, it's so thrilling to do it again and again, because there's so many ways that the mind disengages. And so by doing it repeatedly, we find the focus, we bring it into focus. Very, very powerful. So now I would like to share some more of these pictures with you to show you that we all fit beautifully in this room, all 45 of us dancing together. It was such a joy, such a thrill. So one of the very special parts of a Monlam practice is that as a community, we keep the mantra going 24 hours a day for all the days that we're doing the practice, which in our case was 5.5. So we kept that mantra going. Two of the Taras would sit together by the shrine for 2 hours at a time, and then they would be relieved by another Tara, and all holding this cord to connect, to make the connection with the shrine, with the community, and with each other. And this incredibly beautiful picture, I don't know whose it was, who took this picture, but it's so perfect to show two of our Taras walking even in the middle of the night, coming from the posada. The posada was about, 8 minutes away. And so, 2 o'clock in the morning, they would be walking to the temple to do their 2 hours of mantra practice. Very powerful, very, very powerful experience. So we look forward to doing this even on our retreats, even when, if it's not a Monlam, we are going to make this part of it because I received so many interesting reports of just phenomenal experiences occurring because of this practice. Yep, that's me. So our wonderful brasileiras put together a bazaar because of course trying to make this tarling happen is really a financial challenge you cannot believe. And so every little real, every pesito, peso, reais. Okay. Anyway, every dollar, every penny, it all matters. And so they brought their things to share with each other and made a few dollars for tarling. It's really helpful. Gorgeous picture of this man. I didn't know this man very well. I didn't know this Rinpoche very well. I'd met him a few times very casually. He had appreciated our dance. But what a treasure, just so kind, so generous, was really a treasure. So I'm so grateful that we went ahead and made whatever compromises we needed to make. We were supposed to meet in October, and sure enough, the weather is definitely a lot cooler, although there's a lot of rain. But when we heard that he could only come in September, we thought that was important. So here we are. Um, his car has just arrived. This for me was one of the most powerful moments of the whole thing, because here's our dear Xenia, who knew the ritual of welcoming a lama, the lighting of the incense, the kata, the whole thing. And we had just tried on our costumes for the first time. So everybody was dressed in costume to greet him, and everyone had these beautiful katas in their hands. So beautiful. Now I know that there's a video of this, but I think we'll just go past with the pictures. But I couldn't walk down this line of 40 gorgeous women, all in their silks, and so everybody's singing, and he put the kata around each one of their necks. He was very personal. It was precious. It was absolutely precious. I was so moved by this experience of greeting him. And here he is. Howdy, folks. Howdy, howdy. So really beautiful pictures. Beautiful. Thank you all so much. His translator, Rapia, his name means happy. And indeed, he was a happy fellow. He really was incredible. And they were so grateful that I had prepared these books of the prayers so that he could translate them for Rinpoche. In fact, Rinpoche at some point went to our shop and he bought my book. Fortunately, we had 3 or 4 books in English, and he wanted me to sign it, which just blew my mind. And then Rapia was saying he wanted a copy, but of course I didn't have any more. So he asked me to sign the text. I mean, it was really very moving. Now here he is doing the consecration, and now he's ready for giving refuge and the empowerment. Yep, and of course we can't resist these group pictures. And there he is blessing. These are the ones who took refuge, and then we also had people doing blessings. Yeah. Oh, yes. And then he wanted to give us a gift. So he whipped out this tanka of Taranata. Taranata is the head of his particular lineage, and he was famous for being a Tara devotee. In fact, Rinpoche said repeatedly how important Tara was to him. So Miri and I thought it was very amusing that up until this point, we didn't have any male deities in our, um, yeah, well, we do. So now we've got another one, Taranatha, who was really cute. And so he even mentioned to me that, it was beautiful. He was happy to give us this beautiful tanka, but it was just another guy. So we sort of cracked up over that. And then he went to the bookstore. Lama Sonam had given us 5 or 6 tankas to put on to sell to support his Dharma center. And without saying anything to us, Rinpoche went and bought one of these tankas from Lama and gave it to us because he said it was more appropriate. It was appropriate for him to give us this. And very unusual, he signed at the bottom. There's a whole section of him writing his name and giving his blessing to this temple. Very precious. Yep, that's the guy. Meanwhile, Claire was another incredible helper. She and Xenia, there were a few, just a handful of people who've done a great deal of traditional practice. And so she was able to step right up and offer the mandala plate. So grateful because there was an awful lot for me to do. And the last time I did it, I put stones all over the floor. So yeah, it was really beautiful. Claire's offering. Okay, so now I know what to do. I just come over here. Aha. Okay, so now we're ready to dance. We're all gussied up. I'm just did the refuge in bodhicitta. And as you can see, he sat on his throne and he recorded everything. The costumes were incredible. Noel made the costumes and we're so grateful. Look, just amazing. Beautiful. And everyone danced so beautifully with so much expression. Our wonderful drummer, Isa. So we had 2 sets of singers because we did the practices in Portuguese and in English. So Parvati and Priya did the English, and of course, our dear Ricardo sang in both languages. And Dani, so this was one of the few, I didn't get any pictures of Dani singing, but this is Dani with her mother and her child. So in order for Dani to come and sing for us, and what a lovely voice she had, we needed to make it possible for the mom and the little girl to be in the area. Ayana, our beloved Ayana, she led one of the mandalas. It was so, so wonderful. I think the last one, yeah, wasn't it, Miri? And this is Gisele. Gisele is one of our translators. Gisele and Xenia, we just couldn't do without them. They're so wonderful. They're so precious. We're so grateful. In fact, she's translating this right now for our our brasileiras. Yeah. And this Manuela came all the way from Germany. I think her home is Slovakia, right? Yeah, amazing. Anyway, it was really, and a precious dancer, beautiful dancer. And this lady came from Africa. Vanya, right? Tanya, Tanya. So fascinating. It was so sweet to have her with us. And there's Zenia, our other translator. And then it's one of the things that's charming about being together with the Taras, and I've noticed this all the 40 years I've been teaching, is they love each other. And so I selected these pictures of the charming duos, the Taras loving each other up. We do love each other. And then there's the group pictures. Yep. How are we doing time-wise? So this is the dance of the 8 auspicious symbols. When Lama Sonam does any preparation for our events, he always does a version of this practice, the 8 auspicious symbols. And so I'm very happy that now we have a dance that Miri can teach. And I'm hoping that she's going to be giving some lessons soon. This movement particularly sets the seal of delight on the heart of the most noble, which is Tara. And then we have the dance of the 5 wisdom dakinis. This was something that Rinpoche was not sure about until we found the right word to translate it for him. So they pour their nectar upon us. So first we have Buddha Dakini, Carrie represented Buddha Dakini. Then we have Vajra Dakini for Vesta. And then the goddess of the earth, we have Noel. It was so wonderful. Yes, Ratna Dakini. And then we have Fire Dakini, which was Priya. And then we have Air Dakini, which was Miri. Okay, I think. So then we gathered up, we accumulated all of our merit, and everyone went off, except a small group stayed with us. And Min offered to, I'm very, very fond of street art. I love big, huge murals drawn on buildings. And we are surrounded by this incredible wall. And it's my wish that we'll have beautiful street art on this wall. And so this was the wall that Min chose with her helper there, which is Isa. Isa's a wonderful painter. And so Isa did the preliminary painting and Min drew the rest. Let's see if I got, yeah, there's Min. So she chose the blowing of the dandelions. We got the rest of the wall painted, the upper part of the wall. So this is the latest. And as you can all see, the grass is now green. And Arara continues to visit every day with his mate, squawking away. Yep. And we got the waterfall going. That's a really big deal. It's really amazing. Yes, the heart of the land. So beautiful. It's all made out of natural stone from the area. So that's why the water is green, because it reflects off the stone. And I think, yes, and there's the fire pit. You can even see that the grass is starting to grow around the fire pit. We had such a beautiful fire tonight, huh, Miri? And that ends that. So before I go any further, before I talk anymore, I would like to know if there's anything you would like to hear, or if there's anything you would like to say. So Miri, can you select people? To spotlight? Oh dear. When the Monlam was over, we were so exhausted and there was so much sickness. That was something we really learned, is to be more careful with the attendees who were not doing well. So we've just recovered just the past couple of days. I'm sorry that I'm not a little bit more together with this. But anyway, it's so great to see all of you. It's really wonderful. So, can you select people, Miri? Do you know how to do that?
I can help if you need help.
Okay, great. That's right. You're a co-host too. So who is willing to, who has something to say or a question to ask? Raise your hand. Claire, oh yes. Oh, wonderful, Claire. It was so
Peanut butter and some
Oh,
pumpkin.
look, I'm so grateful for everything that's been done and for what you continue to do, Prema, Marie, Amber, everybody. Really, doing those practices with you seated in the temple now and doing it with the recordings, it's just magic. The magic returns. And here we are, recovered in our homes and so delighted to see everybody and to take part in these beautiful practices, which just the level of embodiment and grace that came from the Monlam has just risen up in me, and it's still there. So when I got off the last flight, I thought, no more long haul flights for me, especially when I'm a bit sick. But I'll go tomorrow. It's just, I encourage anybody who can to go to this heavenly realm that our two superstars, have created and hold for us and for, successive generations. So grateful. So much love, so much appreciation. Oh,
Oh, thank you so much. Well, it was really a delight to have you. So I think our next event is when, maybe it's in April sometime, yeah? April 6th through 12th, something like that, yes. So we can not worry about the weather so much as far as heat is concerned. It might be a little bit rainy, but it was so hot. My gosh. Anyone else, please step forward. Okay, I see a hand raised. Nicolette. Okay.
So I was just wondering, the Rinpoche, where is he from? And, where is his home? So,
His home is, he has a monastery outside Dharamsala,
okay.
and he is from Tibet. And his lineage is Jokang, and his specialty is the Kala Chakra. So
Got it.
that's what he was doing here in Brazil, was he has students here and he was giving retreat on the Kala Chakra. And it just so happened that in order to enable him to be able to come to Brazil, Taradatu, our organization, helped sponsor him so that he could get a visa. And so he never forgot that. So then they invited us to dance for him. And he was just in love. He just loves the dances. It was so cute to see him with his cell phone throughout everything we did. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Wonderful. That was my question. Thank you.
Thank you for asking. Yeah. And anyone else have a question or something they would like to share?
Yeah,
Certainly.
I will.
Okay.
I guess I'll spotlight myself. Okay. I just really wanted to mirror what Claire had said, that the frequency was high. It was sustained on a high level. I mean, that's like an understatement, and it continues. And every time I dance on Zoom, I'm still in that temple. And it was an incredibly powerful, moving experience, certainly for the consecration, but to know that that is there for us to be able to retreat to. As you said, it was built for us to retreat together. So again, I mirror what Claire said. I hope everyone can just really experience the magic of dancing in that temple. It's really beyond words. I haven't found them yet. I certainly haven't shared the experience with anyone outside of the Tara dancers, because I just haven't found a way yet, except to say extraordinary, high frequency. So I truly, my aspiration is truly that everyone gets to dance there. It was really special. Thank you, Prema Miri. Yeah, all the people, all the myriad people, all the invisible hands, they made it happen. It was an extraordinary feat.
Well, thank you so much, Amber, for being our eyes, our photographic eyes. So I imagine that we'll put together something to offer to our friends, but it's going to take a while. So
Yeah, there's a lot of content, and I just barely got some to Prema. So props to you for getting some of it in, because yeah, it was to the wire.
yes, and I wanted to show more of the video. We'll see what we have time for, because I didn't, I wasn't able to, watch all the way through. I forgot that we danced in both English and Portuguese, but I think that might have been enjoyable for the gang here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
nothing's been edited. It's really just selections. Oh, we're going to try to cover this, and let's look. So it's very raw, but hopefully it really just drops you right into the magic of exactly what was happening. So
Yeah, thank
yay
you.
for us. Okay.
Okay, someone else willing to share? Wave your hands. Of course, I cannot see anything. Ursula, oh, yay.
Oh, I'm just having so much fun watching everybody. And I just want to say, the thing about the Taras loving each other, it's like, I love you all so much. And I just remember how much I love all of you so much when I see these pictures. I mean, some of you I know in person, and some of you I know from Zoom. And I've just been emailing with Tanya in Zimbabwe. So now, so I'm like, oh my God, you look so beautiful in the picture. Anyway, so yeah, I love you all so much. Thank you for doing that. Thank you for showing it. And all my love to all of you, even the ones, I feel like even the ones I don't know, I love you so much. So thank you.
Oh, well, you're such a treasure, Ursula. We're so grateful for you you really, you pick up a bunch of pieces that I just couldn't handle myself. I'm so grateful. And you've been dancing with us for a while.
Since 1996.
Whoa. Oh my God. Well, those are the really old days.
Yeah, before Nahata.
That's right. Yeah, that would have been Berkeley, right?
Isis Oasis in Geyserville.
Oh, Geyserville. Oh my God. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the good old days for sure. Wow. Well, thank you so much for sharing, Ursula. I'm really grateful. Okay, anyone else? Come on now, don't be shy. If I got to do it, you got to do it. Oh, I see somebody waving their hand there. Is that Ayana? Yes.
Aloha. Yay. We just start straightening up from our morning practice. And it was wonderful to be here, and we've kind of dispersed because we've been at it since 9 o'clock, but we made a beautiful offering of the 8 precious offerings, and I shared about how we did that as part of the offerings and praises, and everybody enjoyed the photographs. Thank you for that journey. beautiful. And I'm so happy that I was able to be there. And I'm also remembering the beautiful hike that we had to the waterfall and how amazing that was to do that together with everybody as a final celebration. So, and grateful that we could I let people know that a lot of this is up on the website now, and you can go and see all the stories. And yeah, it was wonderful to be here as a group, Prema and Miri and everybody that's here on this call. And we are getting ready to disperse here from this studio. We have to leave from the studio that we're renting. So
Okay,
anyway.
well, thank you. Thank you, Ayana. It's wonderful. You're such a wonderful support in so many ways. It's incredible.
Good. I'm so happy that I was able to be there, and oh my gosh, that was precious. Yeah.
Got to come
Thanks.
again. Take care. Okay, somebody else have something to share? Is that Dani? Oh.
Abre o seu microfone.
Abri. Mas eu posso falar em português?
Yeah, Miri will
Traduzir.
Oh, there's
Okay. Aí you translate. Aí you translate. Okay.
Oh, goody, goody.
Então, eu quero compartilhar que eu fui em
I want
dois
to share
Monlams,
that
e
I
esse
participate in
segundo
both
Monlam foi
Monlams.
muito
This one,
mais
the second
harmônico
one,
e incrível.
was much more harmonious and incredible.
Então, é porque eu tô com um mixer aqui ao mesmo tempo, tá meio doido aqui. Peraí, deixa eu desligar.
Gisele, what happened?
Yes, I am waiting
Sim.
for her
Não,
to.
tudo bem. Então, assim, foi muito mais harmônico, é muito incrível a gente poder ter esse templo.
It
Eu
was
quero agradecer
incredible. It's
muito ao
amazing
empenho,
that we have this temple. I
né,
am very
de
grateful to
Dani, você
Prema,
tem que
Prema
esperar.
and Miri.
Dani, você tem que esperar a Gisele traduzir.
Tá bom.
Okay, então Dani is saying that she is really grateful to Miri and Prema because they built this beautiful temple. And she mentioned that she participated in both Monlams, and this second one was really harmonious and exceptional. Continua, Dani.
E agradecer muito o empenho do templo, que é maravilhoso, né? Uma mágica a gente poder ver o templo. Eu tenho duas pessoas me fiscalizando, vocês e aqui também. Vai, Gisele.
So it's magical for me to see how this temple was built.
E toda a dedicação e o empenho da Prema, Miri e todos da comunidade que puderam auxiliar.
And all the work made
realmente-
by Prema and Miri and all the support of all the people from our community of Tara that helped and supported the building of this temple.
E eu realmente encorajo a todos que puderem ir ao templo, conhecer, e é muito mágico, né? Muito milagroso estar lá, assim, né? Como se tudo realizasse durante tantos anos de caminhada, de repente a gente está com um espaço nosso.
It's incredible, and I encourage everybody that was not able to go this year that finds a time to go and visit the temple, because it's really magical and incredible how something that we have dreamed about for so many years now, it happens, it's there for us.
É isso,
Pronto.
quero agradecer imensamente a poder participar, e é isso. Obrigada.
I am greatly thankful for being able to participate and be part of this. Thank you very much.
Oh, it was lovely to have you with us, Dani. I'm so grateful. And your voice was beautiful. It was really very special, very special. Okay. Mônica. Beautiful. Fala, menina.
Olá, Prema, queridas Taras, já estou com saudades de todas.
Dear Taras, I am already missing you all.
É, Prema, Miri, não tenho palavras para descrever o que foi o nosso Molam. Palavras não traduzem tudo o que eu experienciei e vivi em Taraling.
My words are not enough to describe, and I really can't find words to describe what I experienced and what I lived and I felt in Taraling during that days.
Foi realmente uma joia rara, um precioso presente para nós.
It was really a precious jewel, a precious gift for all of us.
Então, eu quero agradecer todo o empenho de Prema e Miri, que fez isso tudo acontecer, né, com tantos desafios, mas foi maravilhoso. E agradecer toda a rede de apoio que Prema e Miri tiveram também, que eu não vou citar nomes, porque eu não sei quantas estão aí envolvidas aí nesse dia a dia.
And I want to say thank you very much, Prema and to Miri, that made this dream come true, and also to all those that supported them both through this journey. I'm not going to mention names because I even don't know how many people supported you both.
Só gratidão.
Thank you so much.
Such a blessing to have you with us, Monica, really. Such a blessing. Xenia! Oh, hi.
Hi. So, dear Prema Gisele, I can translate also.
Okay.
To be easier for her. So I take the opportunity that I'm not translating online to share in fact, as my homage from the bottom of my heart to you and Miri and of course all the team that Taradato around the world to such a beautiful it's not a job, but it's such a beautiful presence in this world, and how we are building more and more relationships and blessings and everything around the world, and how this incredible thing that started here, there, it has been so spreading and becoming so big, such as now having Taraling. So, em português, eu queria realmente demonstrar minha homenagem à Prema, Miri e a todos aqueles que estão envolvidos na construção, em tudo isso, né, de que Taraling representa, Taradato, que de certa forma começou de uma forma, né, uma inspiração da Prema ali atrás, e foi crescendo, e hoje também beneficia a tantos, né? E vem crescendo tanto de tal forma que hoje a gente tem aí o Taraling. So this Monlam was really special, and we know that the benefits for this time it's amazing. And that's why it's so grateful for all of us to be part of it, because we know that this is very important for nowadays. Então, também dizer que um pouco da gente se sentir tão especial de participar, e que a gente sabe que isso é tão importante para os tempos atuais, né? De tanta confusão. So, mainly is to share my love and gratitude, my homage, and for you all, and say that I'm always with you, and I love everybody also. So, thank you very much for this opportunity, Prema. E aí também de dizer, apenas prestar essa homenagem de gratidão e de muita alegria, e dizer que também amo a todas e que é uma grande bênção, né, estar juntas. Thank you.
Oh, Xenia, we're so grateful to have you in our life. You are such a treasure. You're just amazing. It's really precious. Your dedication to the Dharma is fantastic. I'm so happy to know someone like you who does such earnest practice and study and translations. And it was very interesting, of course, being so close to Rinpoche because you were part of the translation team there, right?
Yes.
So it was, I wanted to ask you, he said something about our practice. He really honored our practice, didn't he?
Yes. Yes. And in fact, during our previous retreat, every morning we did Tara's practices, and he really is he likes very much Tara, and he really appreciated. He says that this practice, I mean, I mostly saw his happiness about it, but I remember he mentioning the blessing and the real true practice on it. But I know, but now I don't have, but I think I have some notes about what he said about the practice I can maybe share. But he was really, really, really amazed about everything. And for me to have you both great masters and teachers, him and you together, was amazing. So, então, eu disse que realmente o Rinpoche, eu pude captar mais pelas expressões de felicidade dele, né, sobre as danças, e também eu sei que ele fez bastantes elogios do como é uma verdadeira prática, e que depois eu posso até compartilhar minhas notas, porque ele disse realmente coisas belas a respeito. E que para mim foi muito bom ter os dois mestres juntos, né? O Chokinam Rinpoche, que é a tradição dele é Jonang, e a Prema Dasara juntos. Foi fantástico.
Thank you, Xenia. Thank you so much. So I did want to mention to everyone that he gave a really beautiful talk about the significance of our practice and how important it was that we do this practice. And Sabrina, bless her heart, she recorded it and she put it on, if you got your newsletter, there's a link through Google, but I can't access Google. So I asked Sabrina to help, and she sent her son, put it on YouTube for us. So I will make sure that that's available to all of you, because it's very, very important that someone of his caliber and his achievement, his own personal achievement, to support us in this way is really very, very precious. Okay, Adrienne. Hi.
Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, blessings to you, Prema, and dear Mary, too. I'm so happy that this temple is there and the Monlam has happened, and that gatherings will continue to arise there in harmonious blessing for the world. My heart was with you through all of it. I'm really still busy here. I'm in the art room right now, still painting.
Wow.
Painting away all these pieces behind me.
Wow. Oh my God.
I was supposed to be just the assistant, and during the year became the person in charge of all of the art projects. So the event happens in less than 20 days. And we still have lots to do, but through the time that you were all dancing in the Monlam, I could really feel the connection. I received little bits and pieces through Facebook and on our previous WhatsApp chats. And especially on Dakini Day, we had an incredible experience here, offering and then painting all day. And a special person had shown up from Louisiana to help paint. And we walked outside. He was saying it was his first experience here. He said, it's just magical here. And we walked out and there was a full rainbow from temple to Sangha house. And, but that whole day, especially, there was a strong connection with all of you there. I know too how incredible it is for you to have the blessing and honoring by these lamas. It's long in coming, and it's time. It's time.
Yeah.
I'll be with you there in person sometime in the next year is my hope. So
Yeah, well, April, what is the date meeting? 6 through 12. But of course, you're welcome any old time, and you can bring your buddy Gil.
all right. And love to all of you Taras out there, all of you who dance the Monlam, and all of you who are dancing wherever you are. So grateful for this community.
All the best, Adriana. How beautiful. Okay, anyone else have something they would like to share? Malia. Oh. Hi.
What whoops, unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yep, can hear you.
Okay. Thank you so much. And it was amazing to see all of those pictures, and it's so beautiful. But Prema, what I'd like you to talk about is the significance of the Monlam and why. I mean, I'm familiar to some extent with Kalakshatras, but what is significant and why have you chosen to call this retreat and dedication a Monlam? Because someone here from another Rinpoche Buddhist group was asking, so why is Prema, what happens to her home in Maui? What is the significance of this new center? So I said, well, this is the second time we've had a Monlam, and it's the second time in Brazil.
Right. Well, okay. So that's two different questions, you realize. So let's start with the significance of the Monlam, what exactly a Monlam is. Monlam basically means accumulation. And the concentration on a Monlam is in prayers. It's prayers and practices. So this is a little different than retreat. Retreat, especially the retreats that we do, there's a significant amount of teaching involved, and of teaching the teachers, and the focus is very different. Whereas with the Monlam, the focus is on the practice itself. This is why I did very little teaching during this Monlam. Mostly we concentrated on practice from morning till night. We did from 8:30 in the morning we started. We did the sessions all the way up until 1 o'clock. Took a couple hours break, did a session in the afternoon, couple hours break, did a session in the evening. We danced the mandala itself half the time in full costume, 12 times. So the Monlam, the translation basically means accumulation, because it's the purpose of the Monlam is to accumulate merit and wisdom. You know, merit arises with good intent, but wisdom arises because of the focus of the mind. And so we don't have a lot of opportunities to do this kind of practice unless we take them. This is why it's my job to make the opportunity so that people have a chance to step into this experience, because it is extraordinary what we do together. And it's, you know, the idea that the community gathers together and does it as an act together is very powerful. It's very powerful because you have many different opportunities to explore what the mind is doing, but in a way where you're completely safe and you have support. So that's what a Monlam is. Anyway, that's what a Monlam is for me. Now, I've been to a few different ones, especially the Kagyu one in Bodh Gaya. You know, it's wonderful. And I remember how it started. I remember when it started. I remember the whole idea. At that time, they were making oil lamp offerings, hundreds, thousands of them. And it was Kala Rinpoche who said, you know, we've got to do these practices. We have to generate the energy. It's so important. It's so important for us to accumulate energy. Well, he didn't use those words exactly, but that's my translation of what he was telling us. So I remembered that, and I remembered that that was, you know, that we could do this. It was an aspiration for years, because the practice that I use, the one that I reworked so that we could do most of it dancing, is something that I'd done in retreat for years and really concentrated on, and I knew it well, and I knew the value. So it's great when I can share it with my friends. So that's that. And then why in Brazil? Because it was the Brazilians who made it possible. You know, I am, yes, I have a place in Maui, you know, it's in the outback and I love it, but I love the work that I do more than anything. I love making myself available to students, and I love sharing the dance and sharing the Dharma. And Miri Dakini stepped forward both times. The first time she said, we'll do the Monlam here. So I thought, okay, let's do the Monlam here. And we had everything that we needed. You know, that's the other piece, is you need resources. So, and there was no real resource. At least no one came forward to say, I tried actually. There was a friend in Portland negotiating, and then that fell through. And, you know, I tried pulling it off in a different place, but it didn't work. But it worked here, more than worked. This is the result, is this beautiful retreat space. Miri provided it. Now, you know, and I'm happy to be here. It's beautiful. It's different. It's not Kanayo, but it's, you know, I'm happy wherever the Dharma puts me. So this is the place where I can be of most service.
It was really beautiful. It was amazing. I loved seeing all the pictures, and I hope at some time to be able to come to
I
Brazil.
hope you can too. Oh, I really do. I mean, I am sad that it's so far away, you know, but hey, you know, people are moving around. Planes are still flying. You know, we can make it happen.
Yeah. Yes.
Good to see you, Malia. Oh, yeah.
It was amazing. It was amazing. Yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, my beloveds, anything else anyone wants to say? Or any questions? Okay, looks like we covered it all. Oh, there's a waving hand. Is that Hope? Yeah. Fala, menina.
I really only have one word for this whole experience, and it's true for me all around, and that is masterful. Masterful. And that is what the Rinpoche said as well. And it was such deep gratitude to see all these really hard 40 years of effort and all the energy that went into creating this amazing temple, but really to see all of it come together, and to see you in your power, in your temple, and Miri in her temple, in her home, but to then do the full Monlam and have it acknowledged, recognized, and received for all that it is and all that you are. Yay! Masterful. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much for your loving support, Hope. Yeah,
Absolutely.
we're expecting you in April. Did you get your
I need a
apartment?
private jet. Oh my God.
Did
Just
you get
kidding.
your apartment?
I'm sorry.
Did you get your apartment?
That's a work in progress.
Okay, it's in our prayers.
Oh, thank you. I did stay healthy, I have to say. And I'm sorry for all those who suffered. And I hope that everyone's better now.
Yeah, it's just the way it goes these days.
Yeah. Thank you,
Thanks
friends.
for sharing.
Thank you, Meaty.
Yeah, wonderful.
And
Well,
everyone.
I think that I would like to end this with dancing with the group. So we have a choice. I would either like to do the white Tara and the six shields, or actually let's do the dance of the qualities because that's live music. Can you cue that up, Amber?
Giving rise to wisdom and compassion, we enter the found path.
Homage to the rare and precious.
Homage to the rare and precious.
To the venerable Mother Tara.
To the venerable Mother Tara.
We go for refuge. Giving rise to wisdom.
Giving rise to wisdom and compassion.
We enter the profound path. One more time, homage.
Homage to the rare and precious. To the venerable Mother Tara, we go for refuge. Giving rise to wisdom and compassion. We enter the sacred profound. We bow to purify arrogance. We offer to purify greed. We reveal all negativity. To purify anger, hatred, and war. We rejoice to purify jealousy. We bless teachings to purify ignorance. Try to stay, purify our connection. Whatever power we gather through this practice, may it be flame powerless for all. And as the last veils fall away,
So my friends, this is all I have to share tonight. I'm so grateful to see. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see who I'm looking at now. I finally see everybody. Oh, yes. Oh, my goodness gracious. So many of my sweet buddies. Rita, thank you for your help. That was really perfect. She managed to pull it off. Oh, my goodness. Wow. Yeah. Lovely to see you all. So I wish you all the best, really, in all ways. And you're always in my prayers. I'm always thinking about my dear, dear sisters and friends in the Tara, how we dance together all the time in our hearts. So whatever we've gathered through this sincere practice, I pray that the wheel of Tara continue to turn in your heart and bring you infinite blessings, infinite inspiration, and infinite joy. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you so much. Om. Ah. Om. Om. Until we meet again, until we meet again. Bye for now.